Previously on the Chaotic Neutral podcast, the Chaotic Neutral crew arrived at the river crossing of Matka, planning to stay overnight. However, they quickly discovered that there is no leaving the dusty river town. Something keeps bringing people back. Does the Chaotic Neutral crew get right on the case? Of course not. There's exploration to do, vendettas to establish, and riots to cause. Find out the sort of damage these supposed heroes can do to a lovingly crafted town in this week's episode of the Chaotic Neutral podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Caleb. And I am joined tonight by David.
Hi, I play Kai. My guy's thought was he needed to save Fozzie from this terrible, terrible town.
And Dan.
I play Zerf Barbarian and wanted to have some fun in a bar, and apparently you're not allowed to do that.
And Shane.
Hey, I play a warlock named Burt West who just wanted to go outside of town and touch himself to a book.
And finally, Amy.
Sorry, just got that. I feel like you gave him
I really like how you guys immediately went on the defensive about that. I was just trying to have some fun. You're not allowed to have fun in this town. No, they're all about fun, but to them fun doesn't mean beating each other up. What, Amy?
We can barely hear you, Amy.
Oh no.
Chicken nuggets.
Ding, ding, dong.
I see.
Where's your microphone?
It's attached to our headset. It's sort of out here.
Oh, I'm whispering now to be an asshole.
Oh, I thought you were actually fucking with your mics.
Because we can't see anything. You still got that damn post-it note up.
No, I don't.
She doesn't.
She
Yeah.
doesn't?
No.
Oh, dude, you guys are frozen. David's asleep. Caleb's gonna... Oh, wait, I saw Dan move a little bit. Yeah, my picture right now of Dan, he's just like...
Oh, no, David was totally asleep when I introduced him. Like
Oh, and then he perked out.
I'm sorry, I've been up since 4 a.m.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
So when we last left off, Bert had just had a revelation from his book, which you can read that as a euphemism if you wish, or not. Kiki just spent the entire day mad dogging Sultan Azra al-Samar, who really wants to be patron to the group, but right now 50% of the group hates his guts. I don't know why. Let's see. Kai went north up the river with Fozzie, and Zerf went south down the river by himself. So it's a new day. Dawn's bright and hot, and I guess we will start with Kai.
Well, I go to the top of the canyon and run back to town just to make it easier trip.
Okay.
Do you leave Fozzie at the bottom of the canyon?
Yeah. Just have him hang out there.
Fozzie can't run upside the canyons.
So as you're running down the canyon.
I tell him I'm coming back with food.
Okay. So that delays it a little bit, but you do, after a couple miles, you hear a mournful echoing from down below in the canyon.
Okay.
Go back and get him.
He doesn't like to be left alone. He's been domesticated, goddammit.
David, you either go back and get him or you get killed by Kiki.
I'm bringing Kiki back.
Okay. All right, David, I'm going to say it takes you... You're a monk, so you're pretty fast. Let's say it takes you 4 hours to get back, moving at the top of the canyon.
Okay.
So roll me Constitution saves for each hour. So hour 1.
13.
And another one for hour 2.
Oops.
Okay. You gain 1 level of exhaustion. What's exhaustion do?
Oh,
Um,
Caleb's gonna tell us.
well, I mean, he's running along without any shelter or water in the heat.
Disadvantage on ability checks for level 1.
Okay. What page is that on?
It's on page 291.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so that was hour 2. Hour 3?
Oh,
Okay, so your speed is halved, which you're going to take 2 hours more to get into town now. So hour 4.
stop doing that.
That actually that makes it.
Really?
Yeah. It's 5 for the first hour and by 1 for each additional hour. So 5th hour, getting into town.
Whew.
Okay. So you get into town, you're hot and tired. Probably plunge your head in the river or something to cool off. But you made it. During those 5 hours, what's Zerf up to?
I was just kind of following down the river, see what I can figure out with this whole thing.
Okay.
Um,
What sort of pace are you going at?
I'm not going to say a leisure, but I'm not running.
Okay. So just give me a quick athletics check to see if you fall on your face while bouldering or something. So you smash your hand between a boulder and the edge of the canyon. I have to saw it off.
27 hours later.
That does not happen. And so as you're approaching the end of the end of the 5th hour, you notice some openings high in the rock wall above you that look they're not natural. They're rectangular, and they seem to happen at regular intervals.
Is there any way I can get up there? Or...
At this point, the rock wall is sheer.
Okay.
But you feel almost like there's a bit of a road running alongside the river.
Okay.
So we're at noon now. What's Bert been doing for the morning?
I don't know. I probably came back into town after that night of meditation, and then I don't know. I think I'm waiting for everyone to get back. So he doesn't have any hobbies. He's kind of a boring guy. If he's not killing people with weird energy or for reading his book, he's just, I don't know. You know what? He's gonna go have tea with what's his nuts?
Sultan Swat.
Yeah, Azra al Samar.
Okay.
If he'll have me.
So you go into the in common room, and he's back in his parlor, left and right, and in front of it. And as you approach, they sort of nod at you and gesture you in. Like I said, when Zerf was in there, the parlor, sort of this almost circular alcove with benches running along the outside. He's reclining on the opposite side, smoking. He has sort of some refreshments laid out on a table, and he gestures for you to sit opposite him. And he says, finally, a reasonable member of the team decides to speak with me.
Well, reasonable. You know, you seem like you know your way around some magic.
And I dabble.
Dabble. So you turned my friend into a frog. That was nuts, man.
You know, everyone has their talents. I try not to dwell on that.
I can only do that to myself. So what is your background?
I'm the Sultan of Amar. It's a kingdom far away across the sands. It's beautiful. Gardens, orchards, fountains, palaces that overlook the sands.
Is it kind of like a massive city, like a white gold city, something like that?
No, I think you're referring to the cities, to anti-spin, to west in our human parlance. The cities of silver and gold and ivory, and each of the cities has their own epithet.
Mm.
Out of character. I haven't named the cities yet.
Okay.
So.
Sorry. Well, after I got that vision, I'm just super curious. Okay.
No. Samar is as you might tell, we love the color blue, and we actually mine sapphires nearby. So we're able to adorn many of our monuments and buildings and jewelry with sapphires.
I don't suppose you have an affinity to the dragons of the desert region.
Oh, I think you've been reading too many storybooks, my friend.
Oh, have I?
They're just the dragons are a myth, at least in our part of the world. They need places to oppress. They need subject peoples to give them tribute. They need prey. Out here, well, there's this dusty garrison town. What glory, what prey, what tribute can that offer to a dragon?
No, that's true. Yeah. I'm just blue dragon. I didn't know.
I can see where you get that.
They tend to like the desert areas.
And you can roll me an insight.
Okay. 19. No.
For just a second out of the corner of your eye, you get the impression that left and right aren't actually human, that they've got blue scales, and that they're dragonborn. But it quickly passes.
Oh. Okay.
So, what's Kiki been up to all morning?
Looking for Fozzie.
He's nowhere to be found.
I start looking for Fozzie.
Okay. So I assume you're in the stables?
Yeah.
And do you call for the stable boy?
Yeah.
What, Jeebus? What can I do for you?
Kid gets around.
Where'd Fozzie go?
Fozzie? Who's Fozzie? I don't know any
Out
sturge
there.
named Fozzie. Oh, that big scary beast?
Yeah.
Some elf took him.
Shady motherfucker.
He looked a little crazy.
Where'd he go?
I didn't see. I think he went. I think he went towards the river.
I'm gonna take out a dagger and put it to his throat, and ask again. Which way did he go?
I think he went towards the river. I don't know. I need to stay at this table. Please don't kill me.
I tip him a gold and I leave. Because that was funny.
Oh, Moppets, the poor underclass of the world. Spoiler warning, listeners. This campaign's going to end with all the Moppets rising up in a proletariat revolution.
Hey, I tip my Muppets well.
You modest Moppets.
Oh my god, my face.
Dude, you're looking like you're not quite getting that reference, Amy.
Oh.
What? I missed it. I'm sorry.
The murderous Moppets.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'm supposed to be in here. I just have a deep voice.
There you go.
Amy's a little medicated, folks. So
I'm so medicated.
if we don't move this along, we're gonna have 2 passed out cast members.
Because David's looking chill as fuck.
All right. So speaking of David, you're back in town, and let's just do one of these. Okay. You can see a very irritated-looking Kiki striding through town towards the river. And actually, Amy, roll me a perception check.
Oh. Nailed it.
You can hear almost a ghostly wail coming from the northern canyon.
Like tragic whale.
Like,
I just take off. Run.
My baby needs me.
So Kai, you see Kiki tear off towards the canyon.
Say, wait. Let me get some food first.
I'll fucking kill you.
He's safe. How's his best interest?
Can't
Yeah,
complete sentence.
Kai looks really hot, tired, and thirsty.
I kind of plunge myself into the river.
It feels really good, Kai.
Just like, angels in the river.
Like anyone else would accuse it of being a warm, muddy, dirty river, but to you it is cool and sweet.
I'd do that for a couple minutes, and then
All right.
after I yell at Kiki saying, "Boss is safe."
Does Kiki listen to him, or does she just continue fucking off?
No, I fucked off.
Okay. So Kiki, give me an acrobatics check.
25.
All right. So you, I don't know, wuxia style, bounce from boulder to boulder, only touching a toe on each boulder as you gracefully move up the canyon. Like, I don't know, like Princess Mononoke. You've seen that one, right?
Aw.
Okay. Anyways,
Movie night.
you liked Spirited Away. I think you'd like Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke is all about animals and cute forest spirits. Anyways, so Kiki tears off north down the canyon. Zerf.
If I continue going on that path, do I?
Yeah, about another hour down this road that seems to get more and more defined as you travel down it. You eventually reach a point where this massive edifice is carved out of the walls of the canyon. and there's stone doors lying flat in front of it, like they were once on the thing, but time has eroded their hinges and they fell down. And it opens up onto this cavernous space within.
Oh, evens I go, odds I don't. I don't go.
Okay.
I guess I start heading back to see if anybody else wants to join me on this adventure in these cavernous areas.
Okay.
I really want to venture in there.
I keep wanted to. Never mind.
What?
It wasn't specific enough for me to giggity. It was just. It wasn't all there. I couldn't do it.
I really do try to avoid the obvious words that are gonna.
Yeah, I get excited. So I tend to pounce.
Do I smell anything foul, or can I see anything in this?
Roll me perception.
Something.
You smell dust. Like it smells old and musty. And from the entrance, you can see just sort of a grand entry chamber with some corridors leading off into the side of the cliff.
Yeah, I'm gonna venture in.
All right. So you find yourself in this sort of grand hall. You have dark vision, yeah?
Yes.
You're dwarf, of course you do. And as you get to the point where you would need to make a decision whether to go up the grand staircase, down the corridor in front of you, or down one of the side corridors, a faintly blue image appears in front of you. And trying to decide whether it would speak to you in your own language or not.
I guess I should have gone back and gotten you guys.
We'll avenge your death.
Okay, so
Thank you.
a blue apparition sort of forms in front of you, and it seems to like recognize you, like that you're there, but doesn't seem fully aware of who you are, and it just keeps repeating, "They're gone. They're gone. Bring them back. Bring them back. They're gone. None may leave until they are returned. Bring them back."
Defile crypt.
Can I talk to him? Or talk to the apparition?
What do you say?
What is gone? What has been taken?
They are gone. They are taken. Bring them back.
What
And
am I bringing back?
He sort of reaches out as if was grabbing your lapels, but he can't actually get purchase. They're gone. Bring them back.
Okay. I will head back to town to tell what I found.
Okay. So that's going to take you a full day of travel. Are you going to travel through the night?
Yes.
Okay, so you can get there by middle of the night then. Meanwhile, Bert and Kai, do you guys do anything?
I get enough food for a week for Posse.
Okay. Uh, they won't give you that much.
No. Okay.
There's not that much meat in town, and they're already predisposed against you because you're a shifty fucking elf.
Okay.
Damn elves, man.
You have no idea. You really don't, but you have no idea. They'll give you rations for 1 day, Kai.
One day.
Well, it's not like you could go. Well, like you're gonna go farther.
Okay.
Bert,
I got to continue pleasantries with Al-Samar, or Samar, yeah. And I kind of wanted to roll an Arcana check on him,
okay.
just to see if there's anything weird about his nature. And I think I whiff it with a, wait, what is that? A 13.
He is surrounded by powerful magics. Yeah, that seem to permeate the whole room.
Really? Oh. Okay. The colors.
Yeah, they're quite nice. I like them.
Oh
I'm
God, did I say
thinking
that out
of-
loud?
I'm thinking of getting left and right some silver to set off the blue.
That'd be fabulous.
This is a good talk we're having.
It's great stuff. Good weather.
Once I get the food, I go to the inn to get another drink.
Okay. So the inn's pretty fairly empty at this point. It's the main people who are in here are caravaneers with nowhere else to be, quietly drinking away their woes. And you can see that there is a figure in Azrael Samar's chamber.
I hear Bert, I guess.
No, you don't hear anything coming from there.
Okay.
Are we drinking and smoking, or is this kind of like a dry town?
No, you're like I said, there are refreshments out.
Okay.
You do notice that there do seem to be some divisions on class lines as to who's drinking. Smoking, just about everyone does, but drinking, there's a significant portion of the population that does not drink.
Oh. Am I supposed to be part of that? Because if not, if I'm given the option, I'm throwing back many.
Yeah, I mean, the Sultan doesn't seem to care.
Okay.
Wait a second. Bert's a half-elf, isn't he?
Yes. Sorta. Was that? Does that mean something?
Well, he's not a full elf, David.
Okay. Anyways, I
They might
sit there.
they might feel bad for a half elf, but they're not as inherently mistrusted as elves.
Well, I sit there and wait for Surf and
Okay.
Oh, you don't join me? Oh, you don't
Zerf-
know it's me. Okay.
just for a couple hours, and then I go to the stables to see if I can pick up some more food.
Okay.
Go back with a mustache.
If Bert comes out at any time.
Zerf, one detail I did forget to mention: the ghost you saw was did seem to have elvish features, pointed ears, long silver hair, and his armor seemed to be of like high elf design.
Okay.
Okay, Kiki. It takes you a few hours, but you finally reach the bend in the river where Kai left Fozzie. And Fozzie has been ripping up all of the bushes that he can find and sort of throwing them around. You can see blood on his talons from where he caught some small animal and ate it. Um, and he sees you and immediately lets out a whoo, and then galumps across the river to you.
He's like a big cat.
Alright. I'm gonna ride him back to town.
Okay. It's slower going, but you're back in town right around nightfall. So now everyone's back in town. Are you all going to go back to the inn?
No.
Of course not. Why would you?
I gotta get food for Fozzie.
Okay. Where are you going to get food for Fozzie?
Well, either they give me some meat, or I'm gonna go sick him on somebody.
Okay, well that would be a butcher shop or the inn would be where you'd get.
I take him with me to the inn.
Okay. And Stable Boy says, "Oh, gee, miss, I'm glad you found him. I'll have the master bring out some scraps."
They better be good, or he's gonna eat you.
Oh, gee. I don't know, Kiki. How come you're always treating me like crap, okay? I mean,
What?
sometimes I have opinions. You know, I'm not going to be a Stable Boy forever, okay? I'm not just your sidekick. You can, kick around whenever you want. Going for Morty, I don't know if I'm hitting it.
Apparently Shane loves it.
I'm much better. I'm much better at hitting Rick, but I think that was a decent Morty.
It's pretty good.
Anyway, so yeah, they bring out the big pile of meat for Fozzie. Zerf arrives middle of the night. What's everyone doing?
I'm still in the bar or the inn or whatever, and I'm assuming they're to come back here. So
Okay.
I keep looking out if anybody comes in.
Is the Sultan gone or left the inn at this
No,
point?
he's entertaining Bert. He's kind of in a roundabout way like, is there something I can help you with? Like, he's still being a polite host, but at the same time he's trying to get you to get to the point of.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna tell Bert I need to talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't RP that very well, so.
Well, I mean, during that time period, if there was something you wanted to.
I think I was. I did want to kind of ask him about all the stuff that I saw in that vision, but in kind of a
vague way.
a subtle way. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I wanted to ask him about. Does your culture keep burial crypts around the cities? Are there old ones that are?
Well, I don't know too much about. Like I said earlier, I'm on my Hajj. And it's not really the Hajj as most people do it. It's more of a personal Hajj. I'm trying to learn more about the world in which we live. So I don't know too much about the lands to the west. That's why I'm on this journey, after all. But I have heard that they keep crypts. They revere tombs of holy people. Crypts tend to be honored, and the dead tend to be honored. Although that's just of the main religion. There are variants, and of course all of the non-human races have their own religions as well, with their own respective burial practices.
Indeed. What about oh yeah. Hold on here. What about? Oh, why is there such an animosity towards elves here? I mean, I'm not getting much love, but my compatriot here seems to be hated.
Well, elves have a reputation. They're driftless. They're drifting, homeless vagabonds that run across the desert from place to place. When they come to town, they'll set up a market. But while they may sell trinkets legitimately, they're also acquiring new trinkets illegitimately, if you know what I mean. I don't buy into all of the negative stuff about elves, but you know, if a story gets told often enough, maybe there's a root of truth to it. No?
Ah,
No, I'm
elves.
not. I personally believe that everyone should be judged on their own merits, but um, these townsfolk are very leery of elves because, especially for caravaneers, roving bands of elves are a real danger. They will descend upon a caravan, kill its people, and take its goods without any thought for, the lives they're taking.
The elves here are a lot different than where I come from. Elves in my area are grand and wise and revered.
I've heard it said that the elves here were once of such stature, but they've fallen on hard times, and now they just drift the desert like sands
Hmm.
on the wind.
Oh, I think Deserf's here. I need to go talk to my friend. Thank you for entertaining me.
It was a pleasure.
So I walk up to Zerf. Hey, man.
Let's step outside, see if we can get everybody over here.
Let's go.
I don't know what they're doing, but I'm gonna basically tell Bert everything that I found. High elves, or uh, the elves that looked like they would be high elves, um, and the fact that they're looking for something that was taken. He grabbed at my lapel, and that nobody would leave until they are returned.
Lapel. He'd go through your beard.
So
I don't even know if you're wearing a shirt on underneath that thing.
it's hard to say sometimes.
It's part of the beard now. All one with the beard. So it's weird. He said, bring it back, bring it back. I had a weird vision last night when I was doing my weird stuff, and a defiled crypt was part of it. I'm thinking that might have something to do with this.
I didn't see any crypt on my way there.
But the guy was dead, wasn't he?
He was. It was an apparition.
Yeah. This is all coming together. Where's Kai and Kiki?
I have no idea.
Well, Kai said he was in the bar waiting for Bert to appear.
Oh, if he came, yeah, then I would have, taken him outside as well.
And Kiki said that she was seeing DeFozzie. I don't know if she went into the inn after doing so.
Yeah.
So you're all four of you are together.
Okay then.
So, as long as they all heard what was going on, I guess we should head back there.
Is it nightfall now?
Yeah, it's middle of the night right now. It took Zerf and Kiki that long to get back.
Well, okay. So if we left now, would we be able to get there before daybreak?
To get to where Zerf was?
Yeah. Actually, before we leave, I need to actually talk to Ibn Jabbai to see if that was a crypt, what those areas in the cliff face were.
Well, you won't be admitted to his manor until at least dawn. And then the place that Zerf found is a day's travel downriver.
Okay. So here's my plan. I think we should wait till the morning, sleep up, talk to Ibn Jabbai, and then later that night, so that we don't get heat exhaustion, we travel. Does that sound all right?
Sure.
To everyone? Kai's, still sun drunk from the.
Kai hasn't slept in a day and a half.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We should probably sleep now and then chill for the day and then go at night.
Okay. We all agree, so we do that.
Passport.
So who goes calling on Ibn Jabbai?
I do.
Okay. No one else? Okay.
I go with Bert.
Okay. Ah, yes, please do. Come in, come in. Can I get you a refreshment? Coffee, water.
Water for this guy.
I might have a little tea.
And I point at Kai.
I just
You stick your finger in it and it just drinks through your skin.
You see Ibn Jabai's eyes widen a little bit, and with a half smirk, he summons a servant in who refills your water, and then retreats to just stand behind you with the pitcher ready.
I drink about 3 or 4 more.
While that's going on, he's like, "Yes, friends. What can I help you with?"
A friend of mine found about a day's travel upriver. It was upriver, right? Not
Downriver.
It was downriver.
Or downriver.
I thought I went north.
You went south.
I went south. Okay.
These rectangular entrances in the cliff face that led to what looked like just large areas that were carved out of the rock. I was wondering if you knew anything about that. He found an apparition there, too, of an elf.
Oh, that's most peculiar. Let's see. And he starts sort of looking through his books. He goes, not many people go up or down river because there's no, the river's, so you can't move any caravans up or down there. So, I mean, children go exploring all the time.
We're kind of children.
I have heard legends that there was an ancient elven dynasty that thrived in this area, but I mean, who can say? The elves having an empire? Doubtful. I mean, regardless, if there is such a crypt, it was probably plundered of treasures long ago.
You know, I'm starting to wonder if we should go after Farhan to get whatever was taken and then take it back to that crypt.
But how do we get to him?
Trace him. Maybe there's more information to be had in that crypt. You didn't go very far in there, did you?
No, I saw the apparition. He mentioned that. Wasn't about to go too much further in without.
Smack Bert in the back of the head.
What? What'd I miss? Columbo?
Teleport to him.
What?
Never mind. You have that mask of teleportation.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I forgot about that. That's just been, like, hanging up here. I haven't brought that sucker down yet. I haven't gone full Sith Lord in a while. I grab hold of Kai. Buckle up, buddy. Wait. I wonder if I can... No.
Here we go. Let's go.
No, I was going to say, would Zerth be able to use it since he was there?
You'd have to give it to him, and he would wear it, and then I'd give him the role on the scene casually.
I'll try it.
All right, let's do this. Gather around.
Oh wait, no, it would be viewed once.
Oh shit.
which is, I mean, better than. Actually, it's not better than the description. So it would be the same. If he were to describe it to you, or if he were to do it, it'd be the same.
Why do I forget all of my shit? Where is that? Because some of this is really nasty stuff.
It hurts if you fail.
Yeah, I got knocked out from it. The mishap. Oh shit. Viewed once. I'd have to roll over a 74, or we would have to roll.
Well, it'd be over a 54. Off target gets you.
Well, viewed once. Oh, okay, off target. Yeah. Similar area. Oh shit. The mishap is 1 through 43.
Because you're. Let's see. This is about. Yeah, this is about 30 miles away. So if you're off target, you're going to be off by about 30%. Max of 30%, or max of 30 miles away from it. I mean, the worst that's going to happen above a 54 is that you have to walk just as far. But you guys could just walk down there. You know.
Let's walk down there and then port back. How about that?
That would actually be a lot better for you. Because I'd give you the very familiar for the town. You've been there long
Is there any rafts?
The river does not really suit itself to rafting. It's lots of. It'd be class 4, class 5 whitewater rapids all the way down.
Okay.
So after we gather information, I think we should just, fast forward through the day and then go start our journey at night.
Okay, so you head down at night.
I go to the market first and try to find something interesting.
Well, like a poker game? Dice in the alley?
Like, what are you looking for?
Guess your weight, ma'am.
Just anything that stands out. After that, gambling.
There are a few caravaneers that have set up, are selling sort of regular goods at a premium, not at a premium, marked up at a markup. There is one guy sort of selling random trinkets. There's a rank insignia, a multicolored stone disc, holy iron symbol devoted to a god that you don't know of, an ornate scabbard but no blade.
That scabbard interests me.
Oh yes, it's an inherent mystery, isn't it? And look at it. Look at how lovely it is. It's got all of this filigree and some jewels and gold. It can be yours for 250 gold.
Jesus.
Can I appraise it on the spot?
Yeah.
What do I add to just wisdom? I don't know.
It'd be intelligence.
Intelligence, so it would be a 10.
You really don't know.
Okay. 250, you say?
Indeed.
Yeah, it doesn't look worth it. Maybe 200.
225.
Okay.
Outstanding. So you can write ornate scabbard.
Or just rip off. Kai got swindled today.
Yep.
Or did he? Probably because I'm not actually taking notes. So, like I'd like to work it in later, but we'll see. Because that's what a really good DM would do. Would be like you'd find the blade without the scabbard later, and it would be completion of some awesome artifact. So, anyways, night comes. You guys make your trip down there, and sure enough, massive edifice carved into the stone into this large chamber, stairs going up, corridors leading down the hall and straight ahead. And there's as soon as you come into the chamber proper, this elven ghost appears and starts just addressing you all, saying, "They're gone. Bring them back. Bring them back."
Can I do an Arcana to try to get a better idea of what he's talking about?
Sure.
Okay. 22.
He's not giving specifics, but looking around the room, you can see sort of a scarab motif. There are lots of, the columns seem to be adorned with scarabs, and you're standing on a crest of a large scarab.
Hmm. I'll relay that. We're probably looking for something scarab related.
And he doesn't stop. He just keeps up the constant stream of variations on "they've been taken, bring them back."
I want to walk past him and see if I could. There's stairs leading up, stairs leading down, and then there's an archway leading.
There are stairs leading up.
Mm.
There's a corridor heading straight ahead of you, and sort of directly into the cliff face.
Okay.
And then there's a corridor to your left and a corridor to your right. The stairs going up go to a balcony that has corridors leading off of it.
I want to go the one directly in front of us and see if I
All
can
right.
proceed.
He keeps disappearing and reappearing right in front of you, sort of so he's constantly in your face. And the corridor is lined with alcoves with statues that are time and sand, and they've just been eroded to the point that they're almost entirely featureless, that line the hall. And if you follow it far enough, you come to a chamber that's clearly a crypt.
Okay. Do I notice anything missing, like blatantly missing? Things like pulled out of the wall or something?
You do notice that. Well, let me. Yeah. So you do notice that one of the sarcophagi the lid's been pushed open, and you can see a skeleton there that's got all sorts of ornate stuff on them, but you can't tell if there's anything in particular missing.
Okay. So I'll walk out and go down the corridor to the left.
Okay. Similar, there's statues lining the walls. These ones seem to be above sarcophagi. You get the sense that these are lesser rank of whoever was buried here. And at the end, you reach another sort of large tomb with several sarcophagi all lined up. None of these have been disturbed.
Okay. Same story on the right?
Yes.
Okay. So I come back in the main hall and I tell them there was probably something stolen from the crypt in front of us, but I don't know what. Stuff.
We need to go find that guy.
We need to find that guy. But let's go upstairs.
Okay, upstairs you find similar stuff. Corridors lined with burial chambers, and each one ends in a larger burial chamber that seems to have more ornate burial accommodations. Painted sarcophagi, but the paint's been long worn off. Ancient elven scripts.
Were any of them defiled?
No.
Okay.
And then I guess downstairs?
I guess there was no downstairs. I misheard. So that's it. There was just the one sarcophagus that was pilfered.
And it was in that room. There were two that were sort of on a dais.
Oh, the two sarcophagi.
Yeah. And the one that was disturbed was one of the two that were up on the dais.
Oh. Can I go back? Oh God, how does this bite me in the ass? Open the other one. Maybe push the slab open and do a comparison between the two.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
Might need to call for reserve.
I help him.
Yeah, I only got a 6. All right. Scraping feet. Ugh.
And
I'll help.
There we go.
okay, and as you guys are pushing this open, and Zerf slips and
pushes
falls
the
on
other
his
way.
face, the ghost gets up in your faces, and the chant changes to no, leave it alone, no, stop,
Wait.
infidels.
Is it already open by the time
Well,
he
it's
does
sort of as you open it, and he's now like he gets more agitated as it's open. In between his intrusions, because he's sort of flitting between the three of you, you can see that similar. There's a skeleton and this ornate gear, all sorts of jewelry and stuff. But you notice that in the eye sockets are two jeweled scarabs that seem to like rest in the eye sockets.
Make note, guys. That's what we're looking for. So then we should seal it back up.
I kind of helped that time.
I got another 6.
Okay, so Kai and Bert are doing the thing where it's no, I'm steadying it. As Zerf shoves it back in place, and the ghost seems to calm down when you do that and go back to his old tirade.
All right, let's go find that guy.
Yep, let's go teleport back to town. Let's go get Kiki.
Okay, so Bert rounds everybody up and activates the mask of teleportation, and DM rolls the percentiles.
Why?
And where do they wind up? Find out next time on the Chaotic Neutral Podcast. Son of a bitch! Thank you so much for listening. We really do have to stop now because I think Amy legitimately has fallen asleep at her keyboard, and David's about to fall asleep in bed, and I think Dan's pretty close too. So once again, thanks everyone for listening, and we will see you next time. Until then, keep it chaotic.
Later.
Well, hey.